Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. We've got a special live drive tonight featuring the 2022 Lexus LC 500, and we brought along a friend, the 2021 Jaguar F-Type R. For the next hour or so, we're going to go out and drive these luxury convertibles, talk about what makes each of them so special and so unique, really, in this not very crowded marketplace. It's kind of the opposite of oftentimes we get crossovers here and we're like, oh, it's just the same as all these 15 other crossovers. Not the case for this market segment. This one is a lot of fun. So let us know if you're in the chat. I already saw a few of you in there. We'll be getting to your chats pretty soon. We're going to start with a little bit of a walk around with both cars, start them up, move them around, and go out for, of course, a drive in both, because this is a live drive. We got Alyssa behind the camera right now. She's going to be giving us her feedback as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Both of these cars actually have a decent bit in common. You can see they both have retractable roofs and they both have 5-liter V8 motors, but that's about where they end in similarities, because this is a 2-seater, this is actually a 4-seater, this one is all-wheel drive, this one is rear-wheel drive, this one has a supercharger, this one is entirely naturally aspirated. Starting out over here with the LC 500. This was actually Daily Motor's first Best Good Car Award. Best Car of the Year, 2020, right here. Was that 20? Yeah, that would have been 2020. Beautiful red paint. I'll have to double check the color of it when we get inside here. I get some of my reds confused. These wheels, though, are incredible. These are optional wheels, 20-inch. They really set the car off. Somehow this car manages to be beautiful and kind of striking, but yet somehow amazingly subtle all at the same time. It's really, with its flowing lines and just really excellent design. I am still not sick of it, even though this is the third live drive we've done with an LC 500, both in coupe and convertible form. What do you think of the looks, Liz?
It's sexy.
Yeah. It's
just straight up sexy. I mean, if you think of what a car would look when you put speed, performance, looks, everything in one package, and there's a convertible option, this is it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
absolutely
really
beautiful.
Take a peek on here into this very, very tan interior as well. When the LC 500 first came out years ago, the interior was incredibly striking, and it still is to this day. There's still really not too many cars on the market that come to just the impact that this one has, both in its design, its materials, and its appearance. And not only that, but you can technically fit 4 people in it. Now, are they allowed to have legs? That's debatable, but a lot of people say, yes, this is just a 2-seater car. And overall, okay, I get what you're saying, but sometimes having those extra 2 seats in the back, whether you want to take little kids around or even just scoot the front seats way far forward and put someone in there, maybe just to run down the street or to take them for a quick joyride, get ice cream, something like that, it can be really useful. Or just look at that, our camera bag is in the back right now. That is something that you cannot do in the 2-seat only Jaguar. Something you don't get a whole ton of in this segment is trunk space, but the LC 500 still does an okay job. It's enough room for maybe
a golf bag.
Yeah, I think you could probably fit a golf bag in here and some luggage. I bet you they make LC specific luggage that kind of packs in here just right. And you can even put this windscreen on the back that kind of further makes this cabin even more serene at high speeds with top down. It's such a futuristic and kind of out there design. It doesn't really look like a conventional car. There's a lot of things about it with the long exaggerated lines that really go above and beyond. The Jaguar, on the other hand, does look a little bit more conventional car-like. It's starting out in the back here. You can see more of just kind of a little bit more generic tail lights. I mean, none of this is to say bad or unattractive. It just looks a little bit more like what you consider a car to be and what cars have looked like for a really long time now. Of course, the quad exhaust pipes coming from that V8 engine. Are we rocking 20-inch wheels on this as well? We must be. Yep, 20s, 305, 30 ZR20s in the rear. Nice black wheels. The other fun thing about this car is it's actually a brown on brown on brown trim. This paint in certain lights looks gray, but overall it is a brown hue. And then the convertible top is a lighter brown, and then the interior is a darker brown mixed with some black. So it's kind of funny
cognac
that they went super brown for this car. But here against the sun, you can kind of see a nice metallic brown reflection there.
That is pretty.
Quite attractive.
That is really pretty. There's some red, blue, and green speckles in this paint too. Very pretty.
The F-Type has always been an attractive car since it came out, but we are looking at the facelifted model here. So the headlights entirely different, most of the car different. I think it does look really good. I kind of like the previous gen F-Type a little bit more, but this is certainly by no means unattractive. And in some ways, I would maybe say more attractive than the Lexus. It's just very different. The Lexus looks like a futuristic car almost. This looks like a little bit more of a blend between the past and the present. So they're both very striking and both very beautiful. It'd almost be like picking between your children. It'd be really tough for me to decide
That's cute.
What's more attractive. Do you have a strong preference either way?
I honestly can say that I really don't think I do.
Yeah.
I am leaning a little bit more towards the Lexus, but that is only because I've seen this Lexus before, and psychology says we are more comfortable with familiarity.
That is very true.
Yeah, so, but I really do love the sleek exterior, the smooth curved lines of this Jaguar. They made, if a car could look like a cat.
You're right. It honestly does. It does really look like a cat. They did a good job with it.
Yeah.
And there's another part in psychology that we like things that kind of look like people.
Mm-hmm.
And this face is a little bit more people-like, whereas something to do with the lights and the eyes on this is it's a little bit more alien.
I see where you're going with the futuristic sci-fi alien look. I do agree with that. I mean, look at those headlights. You know, look at all the angles in that. It's beautiful.
So I'll take the camera for a bit and Alyssa will check in with some of the comments. Let's see who's around and we'll kind of answer some more questions on the outside of these and then get behind the wheel. Now I know the people voted to just have this be a Lexus live drive, but second place was the Jaguar, and you'll see once we get this thing out on the road, I couldn't not let you all experience this thing. It's pretty darn sweet.
Right. All right. Sanji Brahman is asking if you can make a 2022 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 convertible.
We've been trying to get a Camaro for a long time, and unfortunately Chevy's not really putting them in the fleet, but if we get a chance to get one, we will absolutely make a video on it.
Say hello to Makisa and Nathan Salazar.
Hey guys.
Pittsburgh Man.
Yay! Pittsburgh Man, cool. Miran, what's going on?
William says, oh, we got a 2-for-1 this Tuesday.
You sure do.
Hard eyes. Yas says, hello friends.
Hey, Yas.
Bugthief says, amazing car with a smiley face.
Glad to see you in, Bugthief. That person's a member as well. Pretty sure.
Bugthief, yes.
Yep.
And
everyone say hi to Alyssa.
hi. John Galt says the LC500 is beautiful and the convertible looks amazing.
I totally agree.
Say hello to Hank, the mean or nice man.
Hello, Hank, the indifferent man.
He says burnout time.
Yeah, we'll definitely need some donos for that. Donos for donuts.
The Pittsburgh Man says, legs? Who needs them? You can fit one person sideways, so a 3-seater.
Fun fact, my mother actually did that once in a Camaro that we took up north. It was about a 4-hour drive, and she just sat parallel with her legs out. Straight out? Straight along the seat rather than...
That's hilarious. I love that. John says he'd go for the Lexus with reliability.
That is a good point. If you want to put a lot of miles on it, that's probably the way to go over there.
For a while anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pity Man says the Lexus is definitely more attractive.
Okay.
But then Matthew Alexis says the Lexus, that was hard to say, just needs more power.
Oh, we'll see if we feel that way when we're out on the road.
And William Long says, might be an unpopular opinion, but I actually prefer the pre-refresh F-Type styling.
I kind of do as well. I will assure you, William, once you do see it in person, this one is quite striking. It's got aggressive lines that don't quite pick up well in photography, and it actually kind of looks like a BMW i8, the way the hood kind of comes down and then you have those slanty headlights in the front.
That's very interesting. John prefers Jag styling as well. And Mokisa says, I would personally take the Jaguar, but does also like the Lexus.
Okay.
We're all caught up on comments.
Cool. I want to show you one thing that is pretty darn neat about the Jaguar, which may help push you into Jaguar camp.
Okay.
Stay right up.
Stay out
right
this
up
way?
front. Yep.
Is he gonna put the... What is this? Does it have a frunk?
Hood just opens the opposite direction.
Oh, I don't care about
Very Jaguar style. It's just kind of cool. It's like a British thing.
that. Wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. But of course you have your 5-liter supercharged V8 in there. Very good, very powerful. But yeah, it's just kind of neat. Chris and I didn't realize that this had an opposite opening hood.
Were you trying to open it from the front?
No, just when it was delivered to us, it was open for some reason. Like it was cracked open, and we're like, oh, that's weird.
Maybe they had some fun driving it over.
Yeah,
and
perhaps.
needed to really cool it down before you guys got it.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of neat. We'll check out the Lexus under the hood just for kicks and giggles. All the tan.
Ooh, very
Much
crisp.
cleaner. Yeah. Which really just means it's covered under a lot of plastic, but
Yeah. More
still
plastic.
very clean.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do a few startups?
Yes, we can do that.
All right, I'll have you stand behind the Lexus first.
Do you want to leave the door open on the Jag?
You can close it.
Hip close.
Booty close.
Yep. Got me.
That gets pretty loud, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
How about the Jag? 10 liters of power over here, kids. What do y'all think?
That's so loud. That one's so much louder. We're gonna get some caps here, thinking that's some gun toss.
There's carbon. Is that carbon? No, it's just oil inside the exhaust pipes. Unburnt fuel. The Lexus chills so quiet.
Yeah, that's loud.
Yeah,
It almost sounds like a diesel.
yeah, it's very rumbly.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to pull the Jaguar into a spot, and then we'll get going on
All right,
the road.
that
And
sounds
we'll get
cool.
some more comments. Y'all can show the top going up.
Oh yeah. It's such a tiny little car. It's so cute. Look at it. Now you can hear the Lexus now that the Jag is off. It's a Hummer. I'll get it.
All right.
Did you bring any water?
I did not.
Okay.
You tad parched.
I got a
Little giggle. I gotta say, soft top convertibles always look like old lady cars when their tops are up.
Really?
Nothing you can do about it. I think so, at least. Even like a Camaro or Mustang, put the top up and it's just like, eh.
That's silly. I think they look adorable,
Yeah?
but someday I'll be an old lady.
I'll let you do comments as we drive out of here.
Okay.
Backup camera's way up there. At least there's a little lip here so the sunshine in general isn't too hard on the glass.
Alrighty. Miran says, regarding Pittsburgh Man's comment about chopping that person in half.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he said?
No, he said sit sideways.
Or sit sideways. Miran said, if you chop that person in half,
There you go.
technically you can use all 4 seats.
Yeah. Good thinking, Miran.
Yeah.
Just only do that in Mexico.
And then William says, who the heck gets their F-Type in poop brown?
Well, don't forget, it's poop brown on poop brown on poop brown. It's different types of brown.
With metallic.
Yeah, metallic poop.
Metallic, sparkly poop.
Yep.
We're being super mean. Jaguar's not going to give us another car.
Hey, we didn't. That's nothing bad about poop.
Necessity.
Yeah.
John is asking if we know which one is more fun to drive.
We are going to answer that question here today, Mr. John.
Hank says, I was thinking something about, it looks like the Viper, but I guess it's the hood.
Yeah, it's the hood. I definitely thought that too.
Matthew Alexa says, wow.
Yes, well said.
Yeah. And then John M says, let's see some smoky donuts.
Smoky nuts. May I direct you to the donation button if y'all would like to see some smoke. We have to pay for this $8.2 mile per gallon on premium fuel bill one way or another. So we're happy to do some launches, some little burnouts, lay some 11s, but we're gonna have to see those donations. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Now the best thing about having cars like this in convertible form is you actually get to hear the exhaust, because you get an LC 500 coupe and yeah, it sounds good, but you don't really hear that because it's so luxurious and refined. But with the top down, you hear it. It's nice.
We are all caught up on comments, so.
Wonderful. Well, let's just spend a minute or so here. Let's get it up into Sport Plus. We'll just kind of experience the LC as experienced behind a CRV.
Limited by the CRV.
I'm surprised more people didn't comment on the exhaust blasting.
They might come in and do that. I did have to restart my YouTube app.
Ah.
I love how that sounds.
They did such a good job with the exhaust
Here we
tuning
go.
on this.
Yeah.
The other great thing is you can drive at highway speeds and really not have that much wind on you.
I really wonder how the wind sounds to everyone else. I hope the sock is helping. Wind sock. Is that from you?
No. Thing about the LC500 is just how well dialed in and calibrated the car is. Every shift, every lean onto the throttle, every bump you hit, the steering, all feels very predictable, very calculated, almost machine-like. And the ride is not rough.
The ride is the best part, I think. The ride is definitely the best part because it makes all the other aspects of the car that want the fastness, like everything else, so much better.
Yep.
Yeah. When you get a nice smooth ride, unless you are the type of people that really like to feel the steering wheel and the road underneath your feet. What are you looking for?
I always forget where the traction control button is in this car. It's very sneaky.
Ah. You gotta turn over and look
Yeah.
for it.
This happened the last time I had an LC, and I clearly not remember.
Is it not?
Oh, it's right up here.
Yeah,
That's where it is.
I was gonna say, is it that knob?
Yes.
I remembered.
Do you? Did you?
Yeah. Woo! Nice. Very nice.
Oh,
That one was kind of cut off.
yeah.
What happened?
I think maybe I turned traction control back on accidentally.
They really don't want you to have that off.
I guess not. Oh, that's right. I think Toyotas and Lexuses often make you be stopped to turn the traction control on.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's see here. Alright, so traction control turned off. I don't know if that's full stability control, but that should be enough.
That was really good. We gotta go back and see if there was any leftover marks. Man.
That's how my truck's like. Oh,
Is that that's us? Look
Yeah.
at that. That's awesome.
this one does have the very reasonably priced limited slip differential, so that helps with making nice, good, even burnouts like that and not having one wheel over the other. What do we got going on in the old peanut gallery?
Alrighty. The Pittsburgh Man says the Jag does sound better. Can't lie about that. What is that?
That?
Oh,
It's a sandhill crane. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mukisa agrees. The Jag does sound. William says be throatier, but Lexus really hits the high notes.
Yes, that 7,000 RPM red line is really quite melodious in this car.
Melodious. Hank says there's nothing like a light little car with a V8.
Yeah.
As we just demonstrated earlier.
This thing's still got a little weight to it, but yeah, it's enough to toss around. And Lexus did such a good job with the engineering and with the torsion and everything that you really can toss it.
Right. The hotspot might have gone down at some point, but we are, I think, back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Y'all. All right. Hank says if I was a rich man, I would send an MSRP donation.
Aw, thank you.
And request Charlie to kill the Lexus.
To kill it?
What does that even mean?
Probably like beat the heck out of it.
Jeez.
You know, just bap, bap, bap.
That's pretty awesome. Sunjib is wanting to know what the video, what video will come out tomorrow.
The BMW i4 fuel economy or range test.
Pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nice.
Yep.
Hank says death by burnout, which is what he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh again saying the Jag is definitely better sounding of the two. But Lexus rev limiters always sound good too. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I love bouncing it off that bad boy.
A bunch of people commenting on the sound.
Okay.
Someone says the interior is amazing, and I don't know what their name is because it's in Arabic.
Oh, sorry. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We got 1 bar of service. No, now 2.
Okay, okay.
No, 1.
The Pittsburgh Man says Charlie's look definitely fits the Lexus guy. Off of Dogecoin. Or because he had 1% stake in Facebook. And we have a $10 donation from John M. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
And he says, let's see the smoke.
All right, yeah, let's go light it up. Cool, we appreciate you.
And Most Wanted is in the chat.
Hey, Most Wanted.
Hasn't made it to a live drive in a long time.
Cool,
Welcome.
I'm glad to have you in.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do a quick walk around. We'll go lace some 11s and we'll go grab the Jag.
Pretty sweet.
Leave the engine running so we can continue to burn dyno juice and hear that good old rumble. There it is, one of the most beautiful cars on the market today, the LC 500. Yeah, not many people know about this car or think about this car. It's pretty darn, it's just, I don't know if it's Lexus's. I mean, I guess technically it's partially my job to let you all know about it. So everyone, go out, tell your friends, LC 500 is a very good car. And honestly, I do recommend this to anyone who is looking for something around that $100,000 price point. You know, money is a factor, but not the factor. They want something incredibly fun, unique, sporty, comfortable, really a do-it-all package from a sports car perspective. I mean, it really doesn't get too much better than this, but the Jaguar F-Type has been out for a while and is newly refreshed, so we're gonna have to go back and get that and see if it's still relevant, even though we've declared this car definitely one of the best cars available here in 2022. On back in, you can see the door handles where you boop, poke that out, and then they actually stay held out a little bit there for you, and you can pull them, and then actually when you shut the car off and lock it, you can just push these door handles in. And it's angry right now because the car's running, but that would actually lock it. That's like the proxy key, if you will. So,
Sweet.
Yeah. Ready to go out and smell some rubber?
I think I am.
Cool. Put it into comfort mode for the 60 seconds or so until we get back out onto the main drag.
Man, Pittsburgh Man has been a member for 14 months.
Holy cow, Pitty.
Nice. It's been a whole year, man.
We need to build you a special emoji. What should the like the 2-year mark or 1-year mark emojis look like? Pittsburgh Man, you can give us recommendations.
Yeah, what's your ideas on that?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Maybe Alyssa can design something special.
That might be cool.
Because right now it's bronze, silver, and gold. Should we have like a platinum-y one? And how would that stand out compared to the silver? It's a tough thing with platinum. You can have a diamond, like kind of a bluish.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Bluish hue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minecraft blue diamond.
There you go. Yeah.
That'd be pretty neat.
We appreciate you week in and week out, Pittsburgh Man. We're always bummed when you can't make the lives.
Yeah, we're always like, where's Pitty?
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah. Speaking of him still, he says, thanks for all the live drives over the year.
Aww.
And donated $2.79 Canadian.
Good old Monopoly money. We love it. All right, we're going to pull over because there's a car behind us. I'm going to let Alyssa out. Oh, there's someone sitting in this car right here too, I think. So they're going to, in there.
Really?
Yep. And I'll give you the hot spot. And the cami.
Oh yeah, because it's not going to be very cool if the camera's in here with you.
Nope.
Alrighty. Ah, he went backwards. I did not think he would. Alright guys. Oh, he's gonna restart that. Let me go back down here. I wonder what happened. come back. Yeah, do it again. Man, what is happening? Can't get it to rev up?
Yeah, I'll practice a little bit over on the other road. Plus there's a good amount of people around here.
Yeah. We're gonna have to find somewhere else. I mean, got another idea.
I can't tell if it's trying to do like a launch control, and so it's limiting spin intentionally, or what.
Okay.
The only thing I'm thinking I could do is try to do a drift, and then get the get it to spin from there.
Drift. Oh.
Get to our next destination here.
You got it. Hank says, so much for getting to comments. Hank said that's the first time he ever heard someone say, play some 11s.
Nice. Yeah, the Jaguar or the Lexus might be too classy for 11s. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. William Long wants us to get in the back seat. At least one of us to try to cram ourselves back there.
But not in that way, right?
Hey.
See if we can get a little drifty drift coming out of oversteer here. About the Lexus is, you know, you're going to be able to just beat on it like this year in and year out, and it's going to be dead reliable that whole time.
Yeah, that's nice. Toyota reliability. Okay.
So here's my proposition.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you right here by these orange cones, and then I'm gonna come in here and do the same type of thing we did earlier. Drift it right here, and you can show people from there.
Okay. Let's see. I wish there was some wood to knock on, because I bet we're gonna get some cops in here.
We didn't do anything, officer. Nothing.
Put it in old man mode, and we're just like, oh.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Our commenter said to do it. It's peer pressure.
Yeah. There's a plane all the way down there taking off. Okay. Oh, let's not fall down there. All right, you guys. There's a little bit of smoke right there. Oh, car coming. Gotta get in quick. It's the cops. Slow down that time. Slow down so I can get my seatbelt. I still can't.
Seatbelts are for nerds, Liz.
I can't get it. It won't let me.
Is it stuck in the door?
No. It's like not releasing.
Well, we're gonna have to come up here to a stop here in a second anyway.
Too safe where it's all good. Oh, and it's beeping at me because we're going and I don't have my seatbelt on. It's super mad.
Which is ironic because you were trying to put it on.
Yeah, that's silly.
Is it still locked?
There it goes. Jeez. Ridiculous.
I'm surprised we haven't had Xavier in the chat to ask us to honk the horn.
Just like that, doesn't he?
Let us know if there are any last things you'd like to know or see on the Lexus. So we're gonna swap it out for the Jag. Our good 7.1 MPG here so far.
Most Wanted says that was pretty clean, not gonna lie.
Glad we could get you something. Sorry we weren't able to get you guys a straight up burnout like we did in the Caddy.
Yeah.
That one was neat.
That was pretty good. That was actually really surprising for me for a Caddy.
Yeah. The screen? No, we
Oh,
couldn't.
no you won't. We'll get some comments though.
Okay.
Regarding badges.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh Man says we could do car badges. Or even like gemstone kind of looking like things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Stone kind of looking like things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And Lexus said, no thanks.
Right.
Daily Motor Shorts is in the chat.
Hey!
And says it's too classy for burnouts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep. Yep. Oh, Xavier is in the chat.
Oh, hey, Xavier.
Can you honk the horn?
Well, yeah, we can do that once we get going. I would have done it earlier.
Yeah.
Where there were less people, but
Honk it. He said honk de horn.
honk the horn.
Yeah. That's funny. And the Pittsburgh Man says seatbelts are for dorks. Listen.
Yeah, Liz.
Yeah.
Look, the seatbelt blends in with Alyssa's shirt because it's also tan.
Yep. This is retirement tan.
Yep.
Yep.
This guy's gonna get us demonetized behind us with his music playing.
Uh-oh. I can't hear it though. Burnout, did you say, old chap? I don't think so. Yeah. And Matthew says, with these gas prices, like 7 miles per gallon, question mark?
Yeah, that's why we ask for the donations, and we very much appreciate them because it's not like they go toward us, you know, being goofy or anything like that, or getting to spend on luxury items. It simply goes toward the fuel that we spend showing you all these cars.
Yeah. Woo.
Wonder what happened to Bikey Boy back there.
Mikey boy.
Alright, we're gonna get a little honk action. It's a nice horn.
It is a nice horn. It's not too obnoxious.
No.
It's kind of what I would expect for a pretty little sporty car like this.
Tree tunnel.
Neat. Oh, look at the Jag. It's actually it looks like it's sneaking up over that little mound right there.
It's on the prowl.
Yeah. Neat.
For any of you who were not tuned in earlier, this is a little 2 for live drive here. Try not to hit the runner.
That's my CrossFit team.
They're gonna see you and be like,
Yes, this is what I chose to do on Tuesday at 6 o'clock instead of CrossFit.
Yep.
We gotta be careful.
I'll let you get out so you can show the top closing on this one.
Ah, very cool. I will need to grab my bag out of this.
Also, it's a very fun place they put the top button because you go bloop, and there it is. It's totally hidden.
That's pretty cute.
Yep.
Okie doke. That's pretty cool.
What's our GoPro battery at?
61%. gonna grab my purse.
Okay, do a little walk around of both. Their tops up. Now I'll show you that door handle that I was telling you about, how you just kind of go.
Wow.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
Oof, got close to this curb in the Jag, but it's nice to know that if you do pull up to the curb, it doesn't wreck your front end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at all the fluffies all over it.
All the fluffies. Same handle design. Different feel between these two. Interesting. You'd think they would be very similar, but everything from interior materials to quality to the way they drive, the functionality, they're actually surprisingly different. Even the sound they make is just a very different ethos.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What's the price difference?
This one's 120, that one's about 105, 110 range.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so not too bad. Way the top goes. Much more claustrophobic feeling considering there's nothing behind us except a wall. Roof latched.
Neat. I like that sound.
Much newer infotainment screen, but because of the way it's angled and the fact there's nothing above it, when you have the top down, there's a ton of glare on it and it makes it very hard to actually see it.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. Exhaust button.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can.
Versus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool indeed.
Also, no tan steering wheel in this one, despite the other brown in the car.
I really like that steering wheel. The way
Do you?
It looks. I do. Yeah. It's neat. Daily Motor Shorts says Chrysler has to recall their new Jeep Grand Cherokee and Durangos with the V6 because of issues.
Come on, Chrysler. Come on, Stellantis. I've seen a lot of recalls lately. Ooh, another thing I want to point out in this car. Is this not the classiest glove box button you've ever seen? Go ahead and press it.
Neat.
Yes. It's
Very
a nice
pretty.
button.
That's a nice button.
Also, the steering wheel is very thin, which I kind of like. I like thin steering wheels.
Most Wanted is asking if you've had the chance to hear the audio system in the new Integra, I'm assuming he meant to say, or the MDX Type S.
I did listen to the MDX Type S. There will be a video coming out on it in a few weeks, and I have not listened to the Integra yet.
Okay. He did say like Integra with a G. Is that, I'm assuming that's a typo, is that correct?
Probably.
Okay,
Should
cool.
be INTEGRA.
Yep.
So this is making more power than the Lexus, and it uses all four wheels to propel you rather than just the rears. So in theory, it should be a little bit less goofy, but that's not really the case. Oh, we need to get these windows up. A lot more buffeting in here.
Sirens, FYI.
Yeah, probably the cops coming to
Ooh,
get us.
Actually just passed it. Or
Was it an ambulance?
I think it was. Say hello to NC Styles.
Hey, NC Styles, glad to have you in.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him in a while.
Maybe a lot of people are able to make these 6 o'clocks better than the 4 o'clocks.
That's probably true, yeah. Xavier's asking if you can drive the Mazda MX-5.
We actually just had one of those and chose not to live drive it because we had some cooler cars at the time.
Crap.
So it's interesting, the exhaust on this car opens up at very strange times. It goes from being very quiet to very loud, and it doesn't often make sense when and why.
Huh.
So like right now, we're just kind of driving along, I kind of lean on it, pretty quiet, you know? But then all of a sudden, it opens up for kind of that brappy sound.
Yeah.
Like a machine gun.
Yeah. Man. The Pittsburgh Man says, neat.
Neat?
Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing going around, but Charlie and I have just been saying neat.
I'm sure he's mocking us.
Oh. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Neat.
Another interesting element of the Jaguar is the paddle shifters do not work unless it's in S mode. So, completely worthless. Also, that sounds good.
I was just thinking how it didn't.
Yeah, that was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Nice mirror, though. Mind holding this?
I do not mind.
Let's shift the car down into dynamic mode. Over. That's pretty speedy.
Early screams. Wow. Man.
When have you ever heard a car make sounds like that?
I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
It was like a zap. It was like a bug zapper.
Yeah.
At like 100 times volume.
Yeah. Like an electric like an electroshock. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't even think it sounds good. It just sounds weird. I've been laughing so hard anytime I've driven this car, though. Also, the seatbelts lock up and they stay stuck for so long.
Yeah.
It's very annoying. Also has a pretty good rev limiter sound.
It's like it's had beans.
Oh, what do y'all think about that, huh?
That's hilarious. Oh man.
We'll have to do some free launches for you since we didn't really get any burnout on the last one.
We really didn't. Our signal's not doing too hot right now.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it's coming back, but
Okay.
yeah. Also, say thank you to NC Styles for the $9.99 donation.
Hey, thanks, NC Styles.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it says,
that.
hope this helps in California. You can get 1.5 gallons.
Thank
so
you.
bad.
Premium's probably even less, but yes, thanks. This is an absolute sledgehammer compared to the LC's finessed scalpel style design.
Yeah.
I mean, the LC is for someone who knows exactly what they want, very prim, proper, not even prim, but just like life, neat, organized, predictable.
A good package.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they don't like to have fun. They just like to do it in a very predictable and controlled way.
This is a car a rock star would have.
This is the type of car that has no problem just Wednesday night, we're going out. Hell yeah, let's go. Like just drop of a dime, no big deal. Because again, just like the Lexus, you put it up into comfort mode, not gonna drive. Not rain, ice, snow. Let's just go use comfort, yeah. And then it could be perfectly normal. I mean, we're going over rougher road right now, and
yeah,
you know,
it's really comfortable.
Bad.
Yeah. Ooh.
Still absorbing it well.
Yeah.
Beautiful interior. You've got your navigation.
Right.
I mean, this is still a plenty nice place to be. But my goodness, when you put the hammer down, it just the steering and the suspension, it's wallowy and it's not as direct. The materials feel cheap, and there's just weird inconsistencies inside.
Interesting.
But you almost just don't.
Sound.
sometimes when things are less good, they're better. Because it just adds an unpredictability to life, and it's fun.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. What do we got going on in the old comments?
Alrighty. Most Wanted says, looks like y'all are getting the pollen we finally got rid of.
Ha.
Yeah, it's floating around like crazy. Hank says, now it's burnout time.
It's all-wheel drive, man. This thing's not gonna burn out. Yeah.
No.
We can launch it, but it's not gonna burn out.
Hank, I'm sorry.
Hank is gonna get mean.
He's gonna get mean. The mean man's gonna come out.
Yep.
He did say, we got a little more power with this one.
That is true.
But no burnouts, man.
I could try to get a good drift, but like I said, it's not as finessable as the Lexus is. It's more all over the place. And the all-wheel drive has a little bit to do with that.
Gotcha. Okay. Say hello to Joshua John.
Hey, Joshua John.
And Sahid Ali.
Hello, Sahid. Glad to have you both in.
Yeah. Hank does say it sounds great, though.
Cool.
Joshua is asking if you would prefer a Lexus 5.0 V8 or a Jaguar 5.0 V8.
The Jaguar and Land Rover SVR cars have always been some of just the coolest sounding cars I've ever driven. I mean, they're really something special. Obviously, I'd want to own the Lexus though, because it's going to be more reliable. I mean, I know it's beating like a dead horse, the whole Jaguar thing, but there's some truth to that. And there's also truth to Toyota Lexus being dead reliable. So I don't know. We're going to spend a lot of time. We're going to do over 1,000 miles in these cars this weekend. We're doing a convertible super trip, if you will, a rally. We're going to put together a whole cool video on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. But I'll be able to answer that question better then, because right now I'm like, yeah, this is really cool and fun, but I just, that's not what you want to be stuck with, you know. It's not what you want to be married to. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Let me get to a few more comments and then we can go out.
Okay.
Xavier wants you to do a 0 to 70, maybe a 70 to 0 brake test.
Okay.
NC Styles wants me to drive. Not gonna happen. Also, Pitty Man has to dip out. He's got a date night soon.
Ooh,
very cute.
Get it, Pitty.
See ya. And Mukis is wanting to know how the Jag sounds on the highway.
Okay, well, we've definitely done highway speeds, and it's louder than the Lexus.
Yeah.
But not bad.
Right. Hank says, I didn't know it was all-wheel drive. Oh well.
There you go.
Sorry, man. And Ford Guys is asking if you can do an exhaust clip.
Yeah, we can go do another little exhaust rumbly.
And he's also asking if you could do full acceleration of 1,000 miles on your trip. I'm sure that's probably something.
Maybe. Well, I don't know if we'll do a full time lapse, if that's what you mean.
Oh.
Yeah. I do have kind of a cool time lapse that I need to get up from when Nathan and I drove cross country. But, yeah, forgotten to do that.
Can you decipher what Sanjeev is trying to say?
When are you going to make a DM test drive on... We actually... probably not going to do a DM test drive on that car, just because we've got DM test drives on previous LCs and it's not really any different. Maybe if Christopher Brower wants to do one, he could, but he's fairly busy, so probably not going to happen. But we will have one on this car, and we'll have more content on the LC. Other content.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Walk around time?
Yeah, I'll have you hop out first and we'll do a few revs, and then I'll do a walkout with you.
Exhaust clips. Whoa. Look at these handles. Ooh.
Another thing that's kind of fun. Oh, out there.
Oh, out here? The spoiler pops up. It is dusty under there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They probably don't wash it.
Look at that. Can you guys see the dust under there? Yeesh. It's probably brake dust. Okay. Stand way back.
This is quiet exhaust mode.
Quiet exhaust.
Loud.
And now loud. Trying to get it so it can be louder. Alright.
Now Now the Lexus will rev all the way up to redline. There's no soft limiter on it. This has a soft limiter when you're in park.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was like, it can get louder than that.
Right. But there it is, the brown Jaguar F-Type.
There it is. Ford guy. Jaguar F-Type. Guess what Jaguar has.
Gotcha. It's a cool car. I'm not gonna lie. It's so far exceeded my expectations. I haven't spent a ton of time with it, but it's just been fun. And it's just, I guess you just kind of forget about this car because it's been out for a little while, and it's always like, yeah, it's cool, but I'll probably get something else. I don't know. That badge on the front still means something. Cool.
F-Type R?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So they make cheaper and slower F-Types, but this is the top dog.
I gotta read you Ford guy's comment.
Okay.
It makes me laugh so much. Ford guy said, "Can you speed with the Jaguar because it's made for it?"
That's
We probably have been this whole time.
perhaps once or twice. Maybe. We're not 100% sure. We'll neither confirm nor deny, but it is possible that we've exceeded a speed limit somewhere.
So the Jag is all-wheel drive.
Yes.
And therefore burnouts are impossible.
Essentially, yeah. We can try, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. John M said, "I had to step away for dinner. Have there been any smoky smoke Jag donuts?"
Yeah, we tried to do burnouts in the Lexus. We did a little half donut. We haven't done any burnouts in the donuts in the Lexus because it might still do donuts. We just don't really have a good place to do donuts, and I feel bad making a bunch of noise and tire marks in other people's lots. So it's not really a good place to do donuts, unfortunately.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll try to get some drifts on the way out here.
Cool. Okay.
All right. And we're gonna get wrapping things up fairly soon. So if there are any last things you'd like to know or see about these two convertibles, let us know. But the good news is if you tune in next week, we will have an even more exciting live drive, arguably. Be in Daily Motors' very first Rolls Royce.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Can you tell them why?
That is because Alyssa and I, in less than 2 weeks, will be getting married.
Yep.
Yep. And we thank you to Rolls Royce. We'll be getting a Rolls Royce Cullinan to drive us from said wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be cool.
Right, because you know us here at Daily Motor. Alyssa and Charlie, we both care about cars. So to have the ultimate car, the ultimate...
Bless you.
Thank you. The ultimate car manufacturer for us to leave our wedding in.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. All right. That guy says you guys should do a chill day, a chill end of the day report every day of your trip, giving your thoughts. So, like so far. It doesn't have to be car related, just how the trip has been.
Okay.
It's kind of neat. It sounds like you're asking for like a vlog kind of thing.
Well, definitely consider it. It is only 2 days.
Yeah.
We're doing
like...
1,000 miles, but it's over 2 days. It's a hardcore around the state of Michigan deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be lots of seat time in these things, but yeah, we will. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. William says, shame they never put the i6 in this.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? You buy a BMW if you want an i6.
Yeah.
This car deserves this noise.
Sounds like a motorcycle.
You're right, it kind of does.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is it sounds so different when you manual shift versus when you let it shift itself, because you know that was the sound of it just auto shifting and it kind of slurs. When you manually shift it, it does those very silly farty noises.
Wow. Ripping a new one.
Every time it grabs you on a shift, the whole car's like, whoa! And the steering is loose, and it's got character, and that's what's pretty cool. And you can just barely, every now and then, you can hear the supercharger start to whine.
There it was.
turned full stability control off because I kind of want to keep the car in one piece.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Reserve that for the trip, maybe.
One more tree tunnel. Drop the windows for this. That's so loud.
It was fast. Look at my hair.
Yeah.
It's all on one side.
This thing is a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's really quite something. Whew. Let you get to some last comments.
Yeah. Ford guy says you should get a Toyota BZ4X as an electric vehicle.
Oh, we'll definitely be getting one of those to try out. That's for sure.
That does sound really cool. Full electric?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. He also says Charlie cut the all-wheel drive system off on the front wheels.
That'd make it pretty darn crazy.
Yeah. Joshua's asking if there isn't a rear wheel drive setting for the Jaguar.
There may be. To be honest, I haven't played around with this car. Well, you can do that. But, I've just been enjoying it at this.
Yeah, Hank says to turn off all-wheel drive. It's burnout time. Sorry, man. You have to. Yeah, maybe the videos on your 1,000-mile trip will do that.
We may try.
Yeah.
That might have to be a voting category is burnoutness.
Yes.
Because we will be trying to decide the best convertible, and unfortunately, the 911 will not be a part of that.
Unfortunately.
So, yep. Sorry,
Yes.
Porsche.
Right.
Who would have showed up, then maybe you could have best convertible, but now it's going to have to go to or Mini. Because we also have a BMW M4 and a Mini JCW. Also, I just realized there's a big drive line hump thing right there. Yeah.
We also didn't get to any.
Guys, they stop.
Yeah. They stop real good.
Yep. Big
Yeah.
brakes. Stop good.
And guys also says Charlie is probably speeding, so he can't say he's in Mexico. Most YouTubers say that it's an excuse.
Ah, yes. Very much look like Mexico around here.
I don't know what Mexico looks like.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. And a bunch of people said congratulations. Thank
Aw,
you.
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining in. This was a fun one for sure. One to be remembered. Which would you take? Something just to think about. You don't even need to let me know in the comments. I'm just genuinely curious because I don't even know which I would take. I mean, the answer would definitely have been Lexus at the beginning of the day, but
Now.
I still think I'd probably take the Lexus because it's more practical, more reliable, and I don't know, I haven't tested the Meridian sound system in the Jag yet though, so.
Ooh, that might win you over.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next week with the Rolls Royce. So be sure to tell your friends, tune in, we'll probably do another 6 p.m. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, that'll be intense.
Thanks to Liz for manning the comments and the camera, and we'll see you guys next week. We're Charlie and Alyssa with Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.